Hello, shalom, 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 shalom. It's a beautiful day. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahawa, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Wadash, giving all praises to the great Ali Shaidah of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, of the spirits of heaven and earth. I come before you in the name of Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become your father's royal right arm, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and my salvation. I'm the only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation granted for salvation. Hallelujah to that. Shout out the great millstone, the ones who gave me this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, not only to get me to go back to Yahweh Shem Shai, but to get me prepared for these strange times ahead of us, if I live to see those times. Shalom to those special brothers that go in, day out. They never stop. They never cease. They give us everything that we need. So when it does happen, you were told. Shout out to the Akim, the brothers that's in the Word, and the brothers that's in the Word. You may not be from a camp. You may not be from Great Millstone. You still, look up the Great Millstone mainly. And you go to the highways and byways whenever you can. And study the Word at home. You know what I'm saying? You do everything in your power to get back to Yahweh Shem Shai. And, much love to those brothers that still do so, regardless if they on the camp or not. Shout out to the Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the Word. You know what I'm saying? And it may not be a lot of you guys, but, much love to the beautiful women that are, and if you got a man, you keep silence and you fear Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? And you listen to the commandments and, you learn in silence. There's nothing wrong with that. Coming back at you with another video. If you can hear it, it's like a little bit of staticky, and I need to go get my phone fixed from it dropping so many times. But the lesson today is, what are you thankful for? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that God do every day in your life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Yahweh does every day in our life, because we call him, we call him Yahweh Bashim Shai, but, you can call him God, but, he'd rather have his name than that. But you know what I mean, in between it all, But, you got to be, you be grateful for the things that the Lord does every day, and for the blessings that he gives you all the time. And just loving Yahweh Shem Shai and being thankful for all the things that he does, and, for allowing you to prosper and giving you certain gifts and giving you different abilities and making a way, for you to prosper, and, allowing you to get up to see another day. It's really it's a whole abundance of things to be thankful for. But, mainly, that's one thing that you should be doing every day, is thanking Yahweh Shem Shai, for all the blessings and all the things that he does for you. And everything that he gives us is just beautiful. Because me personally, I've been receiving a lot of gifts and a lot of things from Yahweh Shem Shai, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And it's strange, no matter how much time it may take, a lot of things that I've asked for is being given to me. And a lot of things that I've asked for in the future is being given to me in due time. So I'm finding a lot of things that I didn't have before, that I thought that I'd never have. I have them, and it's all thanks to Yahweh Shem Shai, the name Yahweh. He give you things, and when you he hear you in your cries. And when you ask and you wonder about things, he listen. When you need an opening, he gives you an opportunity. And it's a lot of things that the Lord does that he does deserve thanks for. It's sad, that brothers, they don't even get up in the morning and they don't have God on their mind. They got this selfish intent on worrying about themselves rather than what the Heavenly Father may think. We are not perfect, but at the end of the day, you should know who is really in control of your life and taking care of you. You got some brothers that are on top of everything, can have more than what they can ever dream. But they wake up and they don't think about Yahweh. They don't think about the Lord. They don't think about these blessings that the Lord has given them. None of it crossed their mind that God is the one who gave them such incredible blessings. You know what I'm saying? And you got those of them that do say it, but they don't take it to heart, nor they don't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So, just be thankful, and we're going to turn to some things that give Yahweh Shem Yahushai his praises. And, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is very beautiful. And, the things that I have personally is self-preservation, allow me to take care of myself. And the Lord is making me take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Being by myself is a peaceful thing too. You may have tendencies to fight against the flesh and all of that, but most importantly, being by yourself is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially mainly for the men. Whether you're young or you old, you know what I'm saying? Being by yourself is beautiful. It's the same thing as self-preservation, but being broken down, you can it actually forces you to focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And to build yourself, and to see what you need instead of what others need. Because people can come into your life and they can take things, you know what I'm saying? And these things could be important to better you, but you gave it away to somebody else. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you take care of yourself no matter what, especially if you're not in a position to help others. You know what I'm saying? Help yourself. So let me get some of these good precepts in. Oh, this is a good one. And we can go to Psalms. Psalms is a good one. You know what I'm saying? This is important. This will touch my heart. It's funny how I can turn to any random page of the book sometimes and it go to exactly what I need. Yahweh Shem Yahushai know exactly what I need. Know exactly what you need. Like the Lord say, I know what you want before you ask of me. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just good to pray because the Lord already know what's on your mind before you even say it, So it says, Psalms 54, save me, O Yahweh, by your name. Yes, because God has a name. His name is Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? His son is named Yahushai. Vindicate me by your strength. Hear my prayer, O God. Give ear to the words of my mouth. There it is right there. So, when you pray at night, the Lord is listening. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is actually listening. And the more you pray and the more you keep that in mind, he knows what's going on in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Which is the mind. He knows what's going on and how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And, you keep your faith in God. And especially for the men, you go out there, do the best you can on the highways and byways and put in work. And you keep Yahweh Shem Yahushai in your life, and the Lord, and in return, he'll give you more order, you know what I'm saying, and he'll give you the things that you need that's essential for you to become the man that Yahweh wants you to be, you know what I'm saying, and put you in a position that you belong. Like for instance, like per se your education, you know what I'm saying, your body, or you know what I'm saying, the people that are around you, your relationships with different people, because it's not like you can be alone and at the same time not commune with people. You're going to run into people, you know what I'm saying? You're going to communicate with people. You're going to encounter people. That's what this world is full of, people, you know what I'm saying? So, overall, this Bible actually organizes you, you know what I'm saying? So, what's a good example of being organized for me? First thing, I had to stop smoking weed, which was one of the most difficult things in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I had to stop. There was nobody there to help me, Axelakia. The only person that was there to help me was Yahweh, the Lord himself, you know what I'm saying? He was able to guide me, and it was very difficult in the beginning for me to stop smoking, you know what I'm saying? I was losing a lot of weight, I was working both jobs, you know what I'm saying? Jobs that'll get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was getting older, so I didn't belong in these jobs, so it looked kind of weird, for a 29-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, to be at a Sonic or be at Taco Bell working his ass off amongst kids and children. You had adults there, but you know what I'm saying, for them to even realize that their life ain't going nowhere and it's not in progression and they just trying to survive. Sometimes just surviving isn't enough, and the Most High put it in your spirit put in your spirit to push you forward, per se. So, with that, that pushed me forward, and that made me get up, you know what I'm saying, and do more with my life. I had to cast aside that weed, which took me a very long time. But when I did, and I mastered and I gained control of it, I let it go for good, and I don't need it anymore, and I feel better. What was a way for me to organize and destroy the weed habit for good is to switch it with another habit. So what I did was, I read the Bible, and I was listening to the prophets, Great Millstone in them, and they was telling me, like, you can't get high, but you got to drink wine. That's another way to get high by law. And wine is by law, a natural plant or a natural fruit that actually gets you high, and get you drunk, and that way it would take the edge off of the things that you experience in this world, not in the wrong way, where weed and tobacco and different chemicals, and who knows what they packing in the weed nowadays, can actually, do harm to your body, and it angers the spirit. It actually pushes out Yahawa Shem Yahushai when he wants to come in. So wine, you can have your little liquor. There's nothing wrong with that. And just different things like wine specifically, because liquor is the same thing, but, it's kind of stronger. But, drinking, is a better way to deal and cope with your, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through. That was in my prayer, so it's not straight from the Bible verse. But, that was in my prayer to change my lifestyle and to stop smoking, and that was the best substitute. And I never drank before, but when I started drinking, I couldn't get the hang of it, and I didn't like it. But the more and more I found other drinks, and the more and more I found other wines that was no different from weed, not only that it switched me over and it helped me, change, but at the same time, it actually gave me huge discounts on on a habit, because weed costs a lot of money, and and they can sell you fake weed, they can sell you poison, they can sell you laced weed, they can sell you nasty weed. It's different types, and then you encounter these nasty ass people, and all this for a fucking substance that costs too much, and you going out of your way, and you doing yourself harm by doing the damn shit. So the Most High was like, what better way than to do by the law? Who was a couple of people that did it by the law? Yahawa Shai himself did it by the law. He drank wine. He drank a lot of wine. He got drunk, and it was nothing wrong with it because it was a part of the law. Another person that did it that was a part of the law was Moses. Because he saw the end of the world, the flood event. And the Most High does describe him giving him grapes. And when he learned that the grapes turned rotten and that he can drink them, then he started getting drunk. And that was partly what it was there for. It's the same thing as orange juice. With oranges, when oranges get drunk, rotten, you can drain them out, and the juice out of the oranges can get you drunk. A natural wine. They call it pruno in jail, but it's still wine. Certain fruits is there and essential for you, and it can help you not only get you high, but it can take care of your body better rather than the things of this world that's trying to destroy you. Now, if you over abuse it, it can destroy you. But if you can gain control of it and make it a part of a balance in your life, and do it to a minimum, to where you're not allowing spirits in you and you're not destroying yourself, then you good, So that was one of the things. Another thing was my body, Ugh. My body, So I have to work on my body. I was 126 pounds, and I was skinny as a toothpick, and I would not eat, when I used to get high. I would want to get high more than I would eat, and I was always on my feet going from job to job, which put more pressure on me, and it was actually destroying me, and making me weaker, and over time, when I quit, during this one period of time, where I tried quitting and I did it, but then I went back on it, which wasn't a good idea. You know what I'm saying? And I gained weight, you know what I'm saying? So, especially when I got my car or whatever, I gained weight. And when I really quit, for good, I started going to the gym. And it's been like 8 months in the gym, you know what I'm saying? And I'm beginning to be more and more in shape and feeling more and more stronger and more well balanced and more freer. And it's all thanks to Yahawa Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. Another thing that the Lord is working on with me is courage, you know what I'm saying, and strength to defeat my enemies in battle. Because in life, you being an Israelite man in this wicked world, you will encounter spirits that will test you. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be friends, you know what I'm saying, or enemies, but mainly I'm talking about enemies. And, fighting and violence, it can come your way, whether you're good, whether you can be the sweetest person, sweetest pie, and a spirit of violence can still come your way. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just best to be ready for that at all times. You know what I'm saying? And a regular Israelite man is supposed to be well built, you know what I'm saying, and strong enough to defend his family and to defend himself from any kind of evil or any kind of violence that may come his way. And that's exactly what I'm working on, So, you wonder why I got a snagging tooth? Is because I wasn't strong enough to fight this evil off. And I let it overcome me with fear, you know what I'm saying? And I lost my tooth during a fight, and I just got it. It got knocked out during the fight. And I wasn't strong enough to defend myself. So, let that be a learning lesson to a lot of brothers, is to become strong and to get stronger, and don't take no shit from no wicked ass 2/3 Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's good to avoid a fight, but if you ain't got no choice, you got to fight. And that's exactly what I learned. And don't have no remorse or no pity for your enemy. Destroy them. Not kill them, but destroy them. Make them know not to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I'm learning right now. And the more stronger I get, the more confidence I have, and the more my enemies know that, if you bother me or you tamper with me, and God has built me up and gave me new armor, because that's what I call my muscle gaining, new armor, because my old armor couldn't protect me, you know what I'm saying? But my new armor is making me stronger, even though I was big when I lost my tooth, but I needed more of a mindset. I needed to become stronger. I needed to become faster. I need to show these evil niggas that I ain't no joke. So the Most High is putting on armor for me to make me strong, and to make me faster. That way, when I do get into battle and I deliver that blow and probably break something on the first blow, then my enemies know to leave me alone. And then, like the Lord said, he can make a man rich and he can make it the man poor, you know what I'm saying? And he can give a man strength, you know what I'm saying? And he can make a man weak. So, why I'm gaining in strength and I'm becoming stronger, to my surprise, my enemies are getting weaker, and they getting weaker, and they getting weaker. And these 2/3, they don't have God with them. They don't have the Most High Yahawa Shem Yahushai. They don't know him. And some of them are not wanted, so they don't have the spirit on them to give them that spirit of organization, and they don't pray. So right now, a lot of them are stuck in drugs and stuck in different situations, distracted by friends and their lifestyle, and it's making them weaker. You know what I'm saying? While the men that are into Yahawa Shem Yahushai and following God in the name Yahawashi, we are becoming stronger, more organized. We no longer slowly but surely being seen as losers. We becoming more prosperous in the name of Yahawashi, and we doing better. You know what I'm saying? And whatever we ask for, the Lord will give us. If it's not at that moment, it will be in due time. Sometimes it can come as a surprise, or sometimes the Lord be like, oh, he needs this. Let me take care of my son. You know what I'm saying? And just be patient, and the Lord will take care of you. That's why this is thanks to Yahawa Shem Yahushai, because these are the things that I'm also thankful for from the Lord, from Yahawa Shem Yahushai, and his blessings are daily. You're going to get something from the Lord every day, every day, every day. Like the Lord, like I said, take some and the rest, take some and let somebody else get some blessings. There's plenty of people that Yahawa Shem Yahushai is taking care of right now. So take what you need and go. It'll be more for the next day, And it says, It says, hear my prayer, O Yahweh. Give ear to the words of my mouth, for strangers have risen up against me, and oppressors have sought my life. That's right. And you ask how about Shem Yahushai for strength to endure and to overcome these great obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of brothers that don't ask the Lord for the things that they need to survive. And some of them are actually content, you know what I'm saying, by what they got. You know, but sometimes some of us brothers get that urge to do more and to have more and to be able to survive and to do better. And you got to ask the Lord for that, you know. Hey, we ain't perfect, but, you know, we doing what we can to survive in this world until he comes, or, yeah, until he comes, you know, so. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. It says, have the workers, it says, every one of them has turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good. No, not one. Have they workers of iniquity no knowledge? Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call upon God? They're in great fear with no fear, no, where no fear was, for Yahweh had scattered the bones of him who encamps against you. You have put them to shame because Yahweh has despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion when God brings back the people, the captivity of his people. Let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. That's right. So those of us that do believe, we know that this place is coming to an end. We know that the enemy is already defeated. We know that they're going to take their loss. It's already prophesied, and the Lord is going to keep his word that it would happen. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it's the wicked of our brothers and sisters that don't keep, that go against the 2/3 too. You know what I'm saying? So those people are of the world. The ones that came back to the Lord is the ones that are of Israel. You know what I'm saying? So we can be glad why they don't got to rejoice, because they ain't even aware and they don't even care about what's actually happening. They only care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no knowledge. That's another thing. You got to, like I keep re-innovating, you got to ask the Lord for what you need, not for what you want. What do you need? You know what I'm saying? Ask me for what you need that will help you move forward, because the things that you want can hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Lord, I want a woman. You know what I'm saying? Give me a woman in my life to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord, I want money. You know what I'm saying? Give me some money so it can make my life happy. Oh, Lord, I want, you know what I'm saying, a career. Give me a career that will make me happy, instead of asking for the things that you need, like character, you know what I'm saying, like strength, like determination, you know what I'm saying, like goodness. These are the things that you need before you can achieve those items, before God can actually give it to you and be like, I approve that, give that to him. Because God is not going to just give you something and you're not ready to accept it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you could be abusive, or you can be wicked, or you can be overpowered by the woman if you don't know what you're doing. You can be a greedy asshole if you don't know what you're doing with the money, or, you know what I'm saying, with the career. You know what I'm saying? You can be ungrateful to the people around you and don't help them, and just be like, I alone, and I did this and I did that, and be on the top by yourself, and you done pushed away your friends and your family. You know what I'm saying? Because you think that you're better than everybody else because you got a career, you made it, you on top. You know what I'm saying? When that's not how it works. You know, and this is where the character come in at, and these traits come in at that make you a strong ass man. You could be a man of God and the people around you don't gotta believe, but these are people that you love. You can still help them. That's the world that we live in. You know, take care of them, love them. Maybe one day they will convert and they will go to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and let the Lord take care and build them too, because the Lord can do things for them too. But they got to be prepared to accept Yahweh and the laws that he give. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that specifically, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't have that knowledge, but you have that knowledge, you know? So take that knowledge and, you know, roll with it, you know? And this is powerful too. It says, behold, God is my helper. The Lord is with those who uphold my life. He will repay my enemies for their evil. It says, cut them off in your truth. That's right. They're not going to get this knowledge. Just for that, I'm going to leave you in your position in life. I'm going to leave you with those drugs. I'm going to leave you in them situations. I'm going to keep giving you all of this so you can stay away from me. Because the things that our people are doing, you know what I'm saying? The things that, you know what I'm saying, they're doing with the enemy and the things that they doing in their life, period. You know, it's actually, you know, it makes the Lord angry. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they are attacking and destroying good people, you know, which is his people, and going against them, and, you know, watching his people go through terrible things and bad things happen to them. You know what I'm saying? And no, and they don't get no help. They don't get nothing. They just get kicked on the ground. They get kicked in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? They get laughed at. They get destroyed by their own people. God don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, somewhere down the line, they're going to get theirs. They're going to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will destroy them. You know what I'm saying? God will catch up to them in due time. And then while you so much in your happiness and in your blissful stage, you know, your enemy is falling and being destroyed, and he's exactly where you were at. You know what I'm saying? Where you were at, you know, weak, you know what I'm saying? Helpless, you know, needing help, you know, no one's there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can help you up but yourself, but you're too weak. You know, it's a lot of It's a lot of brothers out there that's like that. That's so weak and so helpless that when they fall, they're always looking for help. They're always looking for somebody to take care of them when there's nobody around, and you got to be that man in whatever situation that you done fell in. You got to get on your 2 feet and get up out of it. And it's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. But at the end of the day, you put yourself there. You know what I'm saying? This is for the wicked. You put yourself there. So, you know what I'm saying? If you made it impossible, you got to do the impossible to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you made it a struggle, you got to do the struggle to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you denied it, you know what I'm saying? You got to deny everything else to get out of it. You got to sacrifice. You got to give something. You got to pay that price. And Yahawa Shem Yahushua, in time will make you pay that price. You know what I'm saying? In time, you're going to pay. You're going to do whatever you need to do to get up out of it. And like it says in the Bible, the workers of iniquity have no knowledge, meaning that sometimes God don't want them. It says, behold, Yahweh is my helper. The Lord is with those who uphold my life. He will repay my enemies for their evil and cut them off in your truth. I will freely sacrifice to you. I will praise your name, O Yahweh, for it is good, for he has delivered me out of all trouble, and my eye has seen its desire upon my enemies. That's right. And it's not only go for, you know, the white man and his oppression and we want it to end, which will. It goes for them wicked Israelites and our brothers and sisters that have done us wrong, and they know that they've done us wrong. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High puts you in a position of leadership to where they need your help. Or he'll put you in a position to where they're jealous of you. Or, you know, he'll put you to the point to where you got everything and they don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? And those are the best qualities of some of the Israelites and the gifts that they get from God, because the ones that deserve it, Yahweh is going to give it to. You know, because you got some brothers that are aware of Yahawa Shem Yahushua, but still are wicked. And they got evil hearts and they got evil intents towards people, towards their own people, towards their own Israelites. They don't want to fix their mistakes. They want to fix the other people's mistakes, but they don't want to look at the shit that's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's weakening them, and it's making them worse in their condition every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? All the fucking time. It never gets old. You know what I'm saying? And that's big hypocrisy. You know, we all not perfect, but you know what I'm saying? Like the Most High say, take the plank out of your own eye before you take it out your brother's eye. You know what I'm saying? And it take time for all of that, you know? And they would rather try to help and correct people when they the ones that got the problems themselves. You know, these are the ones that Yahweh allowed to just be. You know what I'm saying? Let them do whatever they want. They're never going to have me. They're never going to be with me. They're never going to pray to me. So let them do whatever they want. And when they're at their worst point and they lost, they can just stay lost. God is not going to come save them at their time of need. God is not going to come find them. It don't work like that in the Bible. When you're lost, you're lost. When you're done, you're done. You can mess up and then call on Yahweh Shem Shai if you believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, and the Lord will forgive you. He will work with you. But if you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Shai and you never cared, you never put in no work in, you always slandered the Lord, you always made fun of those people out there, you never did no good, you just an evil, rotten person, you don't believe in nothing, and you finally call upon God, God is not gonna answer you. Oh, that's pretty cool. All the birds. Seagull people. They must be migrating to California. That's where the shoreline is. But yeah, man, God is not gonna come save you. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see God work a miracle on the wicked at the last minute. You don't see God averting a car crash when it's coming straight to this evil man. You don't see God. Ooh, that lady tripping. But yeah, you don't see God bending the bullet for that wicked man when it's coming and hit him in his head. You know what I'm saying? You don't see God stopping the cancer in the woman, you know what I'm saying, after she done all this evil and she finally just prayed and been like, Lord, if you help me, and then I'll do better and I'll turn my life around, knowing that if the Lord took them and blessed them, they wouldn't do no good. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know God. There's some people that get miracles done to them, hopefully that they would turn their life around and they would do better. You know what I'm saying? They don't, and they do more wickedly than the last. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it don't work like that. They be showing that in the movies sometime where, you know what I'm saying, a person would pray and they just would want forgiveness, you know what I'm saying, from God, and they would take their last breath. No, it don't work like that. God don't care. God is the one that's killing you. You know what I'm saying? God don't want your forgiveness. He's going to take it. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to give it. He's going to take it along with your life. Don't wait till the last minute to turn to Yahweh Shem Shai. He is the Father, and if you Negroes and Mexicans and you Indians, y'all know y'all the true children of Israel. You can always turn to Yahweh Shem Shai. You guys are the only nation, according to the Bible, that can be forgiven. No other nation can be forgiven for their sins. You know what I'm saying? No other nation can repent. We have that privilege to repent. So take advantage of it and go back to Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord, and ask for forgiveness and see which ways that you can work on yourself, because we all not perfect. I know a lot of Israelite brothers that make mistakes. They're not perfect, but they know exactly who to go to be forgiven, and they know exactly who to call on so they can work on their problems. They can work on their deficiencies. You know, it helps them lighten the pressure. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel better to know that the Lord is there working with me. You know what I'm saying? Helping me. You know what I'm saying? Making me do better, giving me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Sometimes we do need pressure. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do need to go through some shit, especially you being a man of the Lord. It's not going to be easy. Not at all. Especially believing in Yahweh Shem Shai. It's not going to be easy at all. All this is especially for the brothers, you know what I'm saying, that are in the truth, is to make us a strong man of God. A man of Yahweh Shem Shai, a strong warrior. You know what I'm saying? Smart, you know, understanding. Know when to use his power. You know what I'm saying? Good, you know. Fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. Loving the Lord. Helping others. Being good to his brothers and sisters that are in the truth. Being a gentleman to those that are not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just be no rude asshole. You know what I'm saying? Even though God told you not to care or not to pray for them, you still can be a gentleman and hold yourself a certain way around these people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just all a part of those traits that you need. And when you get them, be thankful for them. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful for, you know what I'm saying, those times where you was lonely. You know what I'm saying? And be thankful for those times where nobody was around. Be thankful for the Lord, you know what I'm saying, making you stronger. Be thankful for the Lord, you know what I'm saying, helping you save. Be thankful for the Lord giving you different talents to cut your way through life before these times happen. Be thankful for God for giving you the knowledge that you need to survive when those times come, if we live to see those days. You know what I'm saying? Be thankful for the Lord to have your family. Be thankful for the Lord for you to you know what I'm saying, for you to even have him around, because God chooses who he wants to give the knowledge to, and God chooses who he wants to deny. So I thank the Lord. That's another thing, that I wasn't denied. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because he knew that I would need it later. You know what I'm saying? And I done went through my share of hell. I'm still going through a small portion of hell, but it wasn't like it was in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm towards the end of my hell and things are lightening up and it's getting better and I'm becoming a smarter person. You know what I'm saying? I'm becoming stronger. You know what I'm saying? You know, somewhat I feel God-like. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a lot of things that I need to work on, but it's a lot of things that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could care less about friends. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're in the truth, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a solo person, you know? You know, I'm not worried about women like I used to. You know, it's a want, but it's not a need. You know what I'm saying? I'm not breaking my ass backwards, dating apps and going out constantly and always in women's face when I don't have no money. I could barely take care of my car. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 and I'm staying with my family. You know what I'm saying? You could catch it when it's around, but it's not a major need. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know? I'm not worried about following the crowd no more. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fit in with dumb niggas that might not even live to see tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or not gonna prosper at all and keeping you low because they see potential in you. You know what I'm saying? I'm no longer worried about my family. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they go through. They gotta learn how to grow on their own. I cannot be a crutch for them, or I cannot be the hand that guides them. I can only be an example of what they should be. And if they choose not to follow that, then so be it. If they choose not to go to Yahawa Shem Yahushai, then that's on them. I can only be thankful that I went to the Lord and the Lord built me up to be strong enough to endure different obstacles. When times come, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? When things happen, I know what to do, you know? Hey. How in the world did it change the book? That's a good one too. This is a good one too. Let me read this. This was in Ecclesiasticus too. And these are different traits, different obstacles that you're going to go through in life. It says to everything is a season. It says a time for every purpose under heaven. And these are different events and different obstacles and different tests that you're going to go through. This is why ain't none of it no surprise to me, because I know, because the Lord had told me. So I know everything. It says a time to be born. Yes. A time to die. Yes. A time to plant. A time to pluck what is planted. That's right. A time to kill. You know what I'm saying? Those times are coming. A time to heal. That's right. A time to break it down. And a time to pluck what is planted. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you got to take out certain things in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes your blessings are ready for the harvest. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Lord may allow you to acquire blessings. You know what I'm saying? And to get things from him. A time to kill. What that time is coming. A time to heal. And that time is now, especially in my life. I'm healing. You know, I'm becoming better and I'm becoming stronger. And God is allowing me to heal slowly but surely. Wounds don't heal overnight. It takes time and a lot of pain for a cut to heal. So it says a time to break down. You know, you're going to go through that too, to where you're feeling so lost, or some major situation have hit you so hard to the point to where it can cause a breakdown. It can cause you to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? It says a time to build up, to pull yourself back together and to make things right, no matter how hard it is. No matter what obstacle you got to go through as a man, you're going to make things right. You're going to make things better. Through Yahawa Shem Yahushai, anything is possible. Amen. You go through the Lord to get it, God will take care of you. Sometimes you got to wait. Sometimes God give it to you right then and there so you can get right to work right away. You know what I'm saying? It all varies on how Yahweh feel, whether he can keep you in that horrible situation or he can allow you to build up and come out. So it says a time to weep. No man is perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're going to cry. You're going to go through things. You're going to endure. You're going to feel loneliness, sadness, depression. All of these spirits is going to hit you. You know, and they can bring a man to tears. Men cry and it ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? You can listen to whoever. You can listen to women. You can listen to people who feel like they know, and different men that feel like they done been through the soldier's life and they just so hardcore. No, they didn't cry. There's a lot of niggas that done cried. You know what I'm saying? Even Yahawa Shai, being a son of God, being a son of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he cried. And he the strongest being, he's the strongest being that Yahweh ever created. And he cried. He cried for his people. You know what I'm saying? He cried for the world, you know? So it says, a time to laugh. That's right. You're going to get times of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Great times of happiness. You know, to the point to where you so happy, you forget all of the pain. You forget everything that you're going through, or sometimes you'll overcome that and you'll be in happiness. And, oh yeah, a time to die. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be in moments where you're going to see your favorite people die. You're going to see some of your loved ones being cut off. You know what I'm saying? You might die. You know what I'm saying? So overall, you know, that's another obstacle to be prepared for. These are different obstacles in an Israelite's life. It says a time to mourn. You know what I'm saying? So, wait, that's the same thing. It says a time to dance. You know what I'm saying? To have fun and to enjoy yourself. There's nothing wrong with a party every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Just watch out which parties you go through. But we all not perfect. You know, we get that urge to go out and to go have fun and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect, but, you know, keep it to a degree and have a limit to it. Don't be like everybody else that's so eager to run and go celebrate, and be careful what you celebrate too. Because these holidays aren't of the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you got to know the days of the Lord. You got to know the Sabbaths. You got to know the feasts. You know what I'm saying? And those are the real celebrations that our brothers and sisters have forgotten. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know that too. You know, that everything that you see people doing and everything that they're celebrating is not meant to be celebrated. Try your best to stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Try your best to stay away from it. You know, because me, I got family. You know what I'm saying? And it's very difficult. Well, for certain holidays, yeah, but it's very difficult to stay away from certain things that I don't need to be worshiping, like birthdays and shit. That shit bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like different holidays. My sister still do Christmas and all that shit and bring it around us, and dumbass Valentine's Day and all that. She says she believes in the Lord, but it's not in her heart to. You know what I'm saying? And she not repentant of the things that she do. She don't pray. She only feared when I'm talking about it. She think about it when she see me. Yeah, but she is not in her heart to do so. You know what I'm saying? She knows she need to stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? But she don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not in her heart to fear God like that. You know what I'm saying? If she did, she wouldn't be with the boy that's beating her ass. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't be dealing with money problems. She wouldn't have that spirit on her to not work when she needs to. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't sacrifice enough for her to get ahead. And I use that as an example. It's the same thing for my brother. You know? He back on smoking. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to work. He don't want to take care of his daughter. He want to be a child and lay up around us and pretend like he don't have a need in the world. He's too comfortable. And that is another thing. You don't get too comfortable. You can't, being a man, an Israelite and a man of the Lord, you cannot be too comfortable. You got to go through something. You got to deal with something. It's always an obstacle. It's always something to do. It's always a way to build. Nothing is never enough in the eyes of the Lord. Giving to Yahweh Shem Yahushai is never enough. So the world is the same way. It's never enough. You know, you got to keep excelling. You got to keep going until you get it to the limit to where the Most High put it on your spirit that you are okay. You are satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I want to be to a certain place. I ain't got to be the richest man in the world. I ain't got to be famous. All I want to do is prosper and survive and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole life has been in uncomfort. But now I have a desire to put an end to that. At least until this game is over, until the great change come in this world finally end. And it's coming. It's no surprise, but things take time. You know what I'm saying? So why, if things are taking time, you need to prepare yourself, you know? A time to cast away stones. A time to gather stones. That's right. And that's a form of sacrificing too. That's a form of sacrifices. And these stones could represent people if you wanted it to. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But, well, yeah, they can represent people. And sometimes you got to get rid of people, even if it's the people that you care about the most. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's your closest friends, sometimes they may hinder you. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's your girlfriend, you got to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can hinder you, And it's a time to gather stones. That's right. Sometimes it can be renewed, and you might have people that come into your life that are actually helping you. You may have, or it could be different things that God give you, different blessings. You know what I'm saying? You might have to sacrifice certain things that are hurting you, for the time to cast away stones and the time to gather stones. You know what I'm saying? The Most High may give you new blessings, may give you new weapons to defend yourself in these spiritual warfares. You know what I'm saying? May give you strength that you never had. He wants to get rid of the old so he can give you the new. Get rid of the old man, put on the new man. You know what I'm saying? When things pass away, it can be renewed. When you read the book of Job, that's understandable too. You know what I'm saying? Yahawa giveth, Yahawa taketh away. If we can accept Yahawa in his good, then we have to accept Yahawa in his adversity. There's going to be times where God is going to take away things that you thought you needed. But all you need is the Lord. All you need is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And then there's going to be times where God is going to give you things that you need. You know what I'm saying? And then God can take it away. It's all a part of a balance. You know what I'm saying? So be prepared for that. It says a time to embrace. That's right. You may have times where you get a woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be inspired by something that'll push you forward, or you in love with a woman and you know what I'm saying, you doing your thing, or you found something else that you like doing, or some sort of talent that you like, and you embracing that and you're using that to move forward. Hypothetically, I'm speaking about me and my life, you know what I'm saying? But it can relate to other brothers, you know what I'm saying? Or you got the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and it embraces you, if Yahweh Shem Yahushai embraces you to do better in your life and to become a stronger man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that will embrace you. You know what I mean? You got a better job from Yahweh, and then God put it in men's and women's hearts to put you on and to make you better. And you take that route and you embrace that and you take advantage of the opportunity that God gives you, and you step it up and you're making more money. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to embrace. You're gonna have things, or a woman may come into your life, and it might be for a brief moment, whether a one-night stand, or you in a relationship with this woman and she laying it down on you, putting it down on you, giving it to you, and you ain't had it in a long time. That can be embraced too. Take advantage. You know what I'm saying? A time to gain and a time to lose. You can lose your come up, like I just said. You can lose your come up. You can lose your opportunities. The Most High may take away everything and make you start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And he could push you off the mountain to make you climb back up again. You know what I'm saying? He can do it to the best of us, And those of us that are not in the truth, we would be mad at God and we would curse him and we would blame him and we'd be like, why this, why that, instead of understanding. This could all be a test. Or the things that I had in my life, it wasn't no good for me. Sometimes God may take things from you because it's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's destroying you. So he would rather start you from zero, you know what I'm saying, than you being at 100. You know what I'm saying? Because you being at 100, you got everything. It's corrupting you. So I'm going to make him fall down, and I'm going to start him from zero. That way he can gain the things that he needs that are right. So when he get back to 100, he's more grateful. He's more better. He's more stronger. He's thankful in me, and he fears me, and he prays to me, and he loves me. It could be all of that. The same thing in the book of Job. He took everything away, and it was all a test. You know what I'm saying? And then he gave everything back to Job. Job started coming up on everything. He got him a new wife. He got him better jobs. He got brand new kids, even though after God took it all away from him, the Lord allowed him to prosper again. You know what I'm saying? To be renewed again, like right now. For example, the winter just passed, and the spring is here. So everything dies in the winter, and then everything is renewed in the spring. You know what I'm saying? Like this time, like how they say that Yahweh Shai was born in the winter during everything that's dead. When Yahweh Shai embraces a new thing, he's a new thing. You know what I'm saying? And he was actually born in the spring during the time of renewal, during the time of everything blossom at his beauty. You know what I'm saying? See? That right there. I don't want to stray too far from the point, because I was, but It says a time to keep and a time to throw away. It's the same thing. To sacrifice You got to know when time to sacrifice. When God tell you, all right, it's time for you to give it up, give it up. You got to be strong enough to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of us that's out there that's keeping things that are destroying us and killing us. You know what I'm saying? It could be different. It's different forms of cancer out there. It ain't got to be the cancer in your body that's killing you. It could be your job. You know what I'm saying? It could be your relationship with a woman. It could be your spending habits. You know what I'm saying? It could be your car. You know what I'm saying? It can be your friends. It can be your family. It could be anything. You got to be able to pinpoint that and to let it go. And be strong enough to let it go and to move on and to know that another opportunity will come and God will give you another blessing the next day. You know what I'm saying? A time to tear. A time to sow. That's right. And a time to tear meaning a time to destroy. And a time to sow meaning a time to heal. Know when a person is to be forgiven. And know when it's time to destroy somebody. You know what I'm saying? You could destroy people with the word. You could destroy people with making good decisions. You could destroy people with your hands. And you can heal them, making them a better person. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Reasoning with them, forgiving them, and moving on. A time to sow. You know what I'm saying? That way you can be such a good person, a righteous man in the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh, to where he favor you so much, to where he got these people respecting you and leaving you alone. You know, instead of retaliating, they admire you and they have respect for you when they didn't have respect for you before. You know? A time to keep silence. That's right. Sometimes it's good to be quiet and observe. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to shut up. Sometimes it's good to listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got times where you got to be quiet. You can't be always big mouth and always talking. The Most High put that spirit on you to be silent and to observe things. You know what I'm saying? And to take notes on things. To sit back and just watch. Sometimes for your learning and sometimes for your entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do that. You know, I sit back and I watch because I know so much. You know, I sit back and I watch brothers and sisters and they deal with their situations. And they going through their certain things, or they playing their certain games, and they doing wicked things, or they doing stupid things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be for your entertainment, and then sometimes it can be for your learning. You know what I'm saying? Learn, watch. It's not always good to speak out. It's not always good to talk. Sometimes God wants you to shut up and watch it. Watch me work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be in your worst situation, and God wants you to shut up and just watch. Stop complaining, stop fussing, stop fighting. Sit back and watch God make his moves. Yahweh say, I got a plan before you come up with a plan. And believe me, when God come up with a plan, it always works. His plans never fail. So why in the world should you be worried? Yeah, it's an emotion, but worrying is a sin. Don't worry too much. Don't stress on it. Don't press on it. Focus on what you need to focus on. Do what you're told. And let Yahweh take control. Because we're not in control of our own lives. We cannot make things bend to our will. We cannot control certain things, but we know who can. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua can do that. So the Lord will want you to be quiet and let him take over. A time to love. That's right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have times where you love and you care. You know what I'm saying? And you put your emotion to it. You put your passion in it, and whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Mainly in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got times where he'll love you and put you in great comfort and make you comfortable because you deserve it, because you've earned it. You know what I'm saying? This is your reward for all of the suffering and all the pain that you go through. You get the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and you get highly favored. Sometimes he can come through people. He can come through signs. He can come through gifts. You know what I'm saying? He could come through financial reward. You know what I'm saying? Through, you know what I'm saying? Different games, you know, all kinds of ways that God can come to show you that you are favored, you are loved. And that's important too. And God do it every day. There's not one day that he doesn't do it. Those for the major blessings. A blessing could just come out of nowhere. But for the daily things, God do show a lot of us that we are loved, we are heard, we are taken care of. God is listening. You know what I'm saying? There's not a moment to where Yahweh ain't listening, especially to the ones that are calling to him, that desire him, that worship him. You know what I'm saying? That want to be perfect, that want to be like Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that love the Lord, that cry to him. You know what I'm saying? That think about him when they in trouble. They think about him when they at peace. We think about Yahweh all the time. That's how it should be. A time to hate. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with hating a person. There's nothing wrong with not liking this. You can't just be no Christian and just be too goody two-shoe and be like, yes, but I still love you. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? No, if you hate this nigga, you hate this nigga. That's what it is. But you can carry yourself as a gentleman and still hate this person and still give them their respect. That's the way you do it. Sometimes it's good to walk away. You know what I'm saying? You can still be cool with them even though you hate them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said there's nothing wrong with hatred. They're going to need that. That's what's fucking our people up with this false doctrine, because it's nothing but love, 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 charity, 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 love thy neighbor as much as you love yourself, and they got it all confused. That's only to the brothers. That ain't to the whole world and to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then it's over abused. You got them loving people regardless. I love you regardless, knowing damn well you don't mean that. If you hate this person, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say that you hate them, but you don't like them. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But you got this love, love, love doctrine going on. And God loves some certain people and God hates certain people. It's a balance to that. God is not just pure love like everybody think he is. That's because they read what they want to read out the Bible and they don't read the truth. They don't care about that. They done made up, our brothers and sisters done made up their own God with these other foreigners. These people that don't even belong in our race, these people that don't even belong a part of us, you know what I'm saying? And they done made a false God and they believe it. They done cherry picked in the Bible and crafted their own false God in their own image. And that's wickedness. You trying to bend God to your will when you can't. You cannot stop the wind when it's blowing. You cannot stop a flood. You don't have the power to do that. You can't tell the tornado to disappear. You know what I'm saying? You cannot stop an earthquake. You can't stop God. And that's exactly what they learned. You cannot bend him to your will. You cannot split the sky. You can't do it. That's the signs of Yahawa Shem Yahushai. You cannot bend him to your will. That's not how it works. And that's another way that's creating a lot of problems. And that's another thing that I hate, you know. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that, oh, God is going to love me regardless if I make a mistake or not. You know what I'm saying? Or you got people that's outside of the truth telling us that. You know what I'm saying? Different races of people saying that when God don't care about you at all. That's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? A time of war, which is coming. There is a time of war. It's going to be a time to where we all going to have to fight. And we're going to have to fight for our belief in Yahawa Shem Yahushai. And we're going to have to fight for our lives. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to defend our family. We're going to have to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to kill people. We're going to have to take lives. All to protect ourselves and to save ourselves. And it's going to be times of war that you ain't seen in your lifetime. And trust and believe me, it's going to be, and some of these people ain't seen war in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, best believe and be prepared for that. World War III will come one day. And you got to be ready for that. And the first thing that you got to be ready, the first way you got to be ready is by reading this book and reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the blessings that you should be thankful for, is to know this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. It says in the book, wisdom and knowledge and understanding shall be the stability of the times, the strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is a treasure. Yes, it is. And in that time of peace, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your times of peace. Enjoy them times where you by yourself in a room and you chilling. You watching a good movie. Nobody's around. Nobody's there to bother you. Or you may have a good job to where you're running it and you're the boss. You at your time of peace. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, when all the violence settles one day and it ain't going to be no more war and it's going to be just times of peace, you're going to be able to enjoy that. You know, but even before that, just saying in any times of your life, be thankful for that. Like, you know, I thank Yahawa Shem Yahushai that I'm alive, I'm well. I thank Yahawa Shem Yahushai that I'm peaceful, I'm happy, I'm joyous. You know what I'm saying? I thank him for allowing me to have these times of silence. You know what I'm saying? For being over me, for giving me that spirit of peace and that spirit of rest and trust. And believe me, those times are cherished very, very much. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, with that, calling on Yahawa by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Kakwadash, my hour is up. Forgive the disturbance in the background of the static. I'm still going to post it regardless of what. I'm going to post my old video too. It's an hour long too. and it'll say some stuff, and if you can't hear it, you can't hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's just proof that I be out here too. You know what I'm saying? And I believe too. And that's never going to change. And I am thankful for Yahawa Hashem Yahawashi giving me all the knowledge and wisdom and understanding and all the blessings that he give me every day, and the blessings that I come up, the blessings that he gives me when I need them as well. And with that, shalom.